back and working on the K-Swap Fiero. Had to take a little break and run up to New York for a few weeks to get my service dog, Cindy, who I will put in a picture here. And she keeps me busy. My entire schedule has been just turned upside down. But I am getting antsy and I need to get back in here and get to work. So here's what we're gonna do. I already started on the coolant tubes that we made that will connect the K-Series to the Fiero using some damaged undercar, the coolant tubes that run on the Fiero on the passenger and driver side of the car. It was crushed, so recycled, and that's all we need to connect the K-Series to the Fiero. I'm gonna get these installed today. Now I've been doing a whole lot of work on Jesse's V8 swap, which you would have seen a video drop on the 4th, I believe. And that's coming along. Of course, we got to wait and get I think we should have the parts from the powder coater by the time this video drops. We'll see. No promises, like I said. I'm still trying to figure out my new normal, as they call it. Shop is a mess. I really do need to work on that, but I keep finding little things that get me distracted, and let me just pull up a chair. All right, now here's what I think is happening. And I don't know if a lot of you have built your own cars. You know, you have a big project that you're working on. You're all excited in the anticipation of that first drive, and it's super mega awesome and all that good stuff. I think I'm running into the problem where I'm a little worried that something's not right, something's not gonna work. There's gonna be some massive problem that's gonna set us back, all that kind of stuff. So I think that's what's making me kind of drag my feet a little bit on the blur, and where I'm just trying to find projects wherever to keep me occupied as an excuse. So here's what I've done. Today I ordered the Wilwood master cylinder. I did speak with them, and they do say that based on the original master cylinder, which has a diameter of 24 millimeters, they really want to see 1.125" based on the piston count and size of the Wilwoods that we went with. I think we're using the I think it's 4.05 square inch caliper pistons or something or other. It's like if you look up the D154 calipers from Wilwood, they have 3 sizes. We went with the one in the middle. Luckily, Wilwood has a master cylinder with adjustable proportioning valve kit. Ordered that today, actually. I'll put a part number in here. If you're going to do this swap with the Wilwoods, that's the setup that you need. Now, moving on, clutch. Okay, based on the measurements that I took and looked up on all the, I have went through Rock Auto. I have blown up that website trying to get information. On the Fiero, it looks like we use, and I could have this backwards because I'm doing it off the top of my head, but the clutch master cylinder, I believe, is 13/16 diameter. And the slave cylinders can either be 11/16 or 15/16, dependent upon what transmission that your Fiero has. Now, I will obviously edit it in with my little bubble if I've got this wrong. So, and on the Honda, they use 5/8 master, 3/4 slave. So what I'm gonna have to do is I did a bit of research to find a master cylinder, clutch master cylinder that'll work for our K-Series. And I think I found one. I'm not gonna tell you the part number or anything like that because I'm not sure it's gonna work. And somebody goes, months, years down the road, finds these videos doing the swap themselves, instantly they hear, oh, I gotta get a master cylinder off this, and it's not the one that works. So I will edit in or do an update video when I find the one that works, but I'm pretty sure I found one. And the problem with the Fiero is the bolt pattern, like most, are straight up and down. On the Fiero, it's cocked because it has to clear the, I'll say, frame rail right there. It's basically, but it's the unibody, as we know. But there's a frame rail there. Contradict yourself much. There's a frame rail there, and it forces the master cylinder bolt pattern to be cocked like this. So I think I found one that's going to work. It's the correct diameter, and it's cheap. Surprise, surprise. I'm good with that. And it matches the 5/8 that we need. And of course, we still have the stock RSX clutch slave cylinder, which is 3/4. So I think it's all going to be happy, happy, fun, fun. It's going to work. I just have to make a new line to run front to back. I was gonna do it in like a -3 braided line, but I think I'm gonna run a hard line and then do the little short section that jumps from the, hard line to the master cylinder with a braided section, just like stock. I think that's what I'm gonna do, but we'll see how that turns out. All right, so what are we gonna do next? We're gonna get in the car and we're gonna figure out what length we need our shifter cables. I think it's gonna be pretty close to the F23 shifter bracket cable lengths that we used on the 3800 using the F23 5-speed, but I just gotta check it to make sure. So let's get to work. That's 5 for the select, 5.5 for the shift. 5.5 for the shift. 5.5. Yeah, I'm trying to measure the cables. Hey, how you doing?
Good.
I was hoping someone there could help me with a set of custom cables.
Yeah, let me grab Dave for you 1 second.
All right, thanks.
This is David, how can I help you?
Hey, David, how you doing?
Good.
I was hoping you could help me out with a set of shifter cables.
Okay, what do you need?
All right, I have a Pontiac Fiero, but I'm using a Honda K-Series engine and transmission. So, I mean, I did a bunch of measurements just now.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, if you could you put those down on a piece of paper? Because it's hard to, it'd be a lot easier if you just basic drawing, no AutoCAD, just draw it up with your fittings, give me the measurements that you have, and then let me take a look at it. Let me see what I can come up with.
okay, cool. All right, I need to get the drawing done and get that over to David at California Push Pull. Apparently, I need to draw out a little diagram, scan it, and fax it over to him. So, let me get on that. All right, I've got my lovely shifter cable diagram. So let's get this scanned and faxed out or emailed out.